Let's go, champ. What's good with the YouTube fight fans all over the world? It's your boy, the realest of the real. Yes, sir, I said it, Real Talk Boxing. It is a privilege and honor and a major blessing to be back with you beautiful people yet again. This video might turn out to be a little bit longer than what I anticipate. So I run across this video of this other boxing YouTuber, big name YouTuber with tons of subscribers. And I see the thumbnail, and it has Floyd Mayweather and Canelo Alvarez rematch talks, or talks of a rematch. And I'm like, first thing I think is clickbait. You know, just to get people to, my glove fell off, just to get people to, you know, click on and watch the video. So I click on the video and I'm watching it, right? And he's stating, you know, things about, obviously he's a Floyd Mayweather fan, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, Floyd Mayweather retired undefeated, is still undefeated to this day. You know, people think he may or may not have lost a couple of close fights. I think he lost one close fight, in my honest opinion. But nevertheless, he's one of the best defensive fighters that ever laced up a pair of boxing gloves. I'm going to give him that. Just because I'm not a huge fan of Floyd Mayweather doesn't mean I'm a hater. But he was talking about how his new trainer, whoever that is, says that, hey man, he could come back and fight one more fight, like professionally. He stated that he's just running through sparring partners, like future world champions and world champions. Clarissa Shields says that she has been in the camp here recently and seen him sparring, and she said it was something amazing to watch. And, you know, this guy that he's working with now says that he could come back and fight one fight. Now, the YouTuber that I was watching, you know, talk about this certain topic and content, said that he didn't believe it was going to be Errol Spence or Terrence Bud Crawford. He said he wouldn't want to. The reason why Floyd Mayweather wouldn't want to fight those two is because he wouldn't want to stunt their career. And he feels like it may be against Canelo Alvarez. Now, look, would that be a huge fight? Whether people would want to see it or not? Of course, absolutely. Like, huge. Like, more than huge. You know, like obese. Morbidly obese. He stated that there's still some rivalry and bitterness there. But on whose part, though? On whose part? Because the only person who's still talking is Floyd Mayweather. Almost every time you hear or see Floyd Mayweather do an interview, Canelo Alvarez is just regurgitating out of his mouth. You don't hear Canelo hardly ever say anything about Floyd Mayweather unless he's asked about it. So where's the bitterness and rivalry coming from? Because Canelo's still doing his thing and Floyd's still doing his thing. He's still making money, but he's still screaming Canelo Alvarez. Now listen, he gave Canelo Alvarez a straight up lesson back in 2013. A clinic. You dig? I actually worked with the guy at the time. I remember my daughter was a year old. And he thought Canelo was actually going to beat Floyd Mayweather. And I'm like, bro, you crazy. He's too young. He's too green. No, man, I'm telling you. He the one. He got his number. You don't know boxing. I said, Floyd is going to school this kid. Okay? I knew then. I even knew then. Everybody knew then besides this crazy dude. But, and he did, man. He gave Canelo a world-class schooling in that first fight. But to me, I just don't understand why he would want to rematch Canelo. And I know I've heard nothing of this, y'all. I'm just stating what I heard on another YouTuber's channel. And it was so interesting, I decided to make a video about it because I want to give my take on it. Now, I didn't watch the whole video, but I watched enough to know that this certain YouTuber was all about Floyd Mayweather. And it wouldn't have surprised me if I found out that he said that Mayweather would come back and possibly beat Canelo Alvarez at this day and time. Like right now. Like I'm talking about right now. Not back 2013 when he did give Canelo a beat down. That he will come back and beat him today. Listen, Canelo has surpassed Floyd Mayweather. You Floyd Mayweather fans don't get mad at me, but it's facts. Floyd Mayweather has never been undisputed. You can say what you want. You can say, oh, Canelo fought the weakest world champions out there. The world champions in a division. And when do you ever hear Canelo talking about Floyd Mayweather? Floyd Mayweather fans, just be truthful. When do you ever hear him speaking of Floyd Mayweather? Unless he's asked. And he ain't got nothing bad to say. Right or wrong? Am I lying? Am I lying? Now, Floyd, like I said, tremendous career. I mean, he changed the game when it comes to the business side and making that bag. And he is one of the greatest defensive fighters ever. And he did beat Canelo Alvarez. But a rematch, no. I just don't think that's happening. But if it did, now y'all finna get my honest opinion. If Floyd Mayweather and Canelo Alvarez were to fight, let's say within the next 5 months, Canelo Alvarez would eat Floyd Mayweather alive. Do you hear me? Alive. Now, a lot of people are going to agree with me, and a lot of people will bring up the Logan Paul fight. Well, you know, Floyd wasn't really training for that fight. Now, Floyd in immaculate shape, Floyd in shape is dangerous. Better believe it. But I don't care who he's sparring. I don't care who he's sparring. It ain't Canelo Alvarez. It's not. Canelo Alvarez is decades further along than he was when he fought Floyd Mayweather for the first time. I know this isn't true. I know this is just hearsay. And I honestly think that this was something that was brought up just to get some views. May or may not. But if they were to face off today, Canelo Alvarez would beat the brakes off Floyd Mayweather. Stay retired. Stay doing exhibitions. Don't come back in a professional boxing bout to try to face someone like Canelo Alvarez. You would seriously get hurt. That's just my personal opinion. Floyd Mayweather fans, don't get mad at me because I'm not hating on the dude. I just saw a video about this and I wanted to give my opinion about it. Comment down below. Let your boy Real Talk know what you think. As always, respect all. Fear none. God bless. Till the next time Real Talk Boxing, I'm up and I'm out of here. Click, click, boom.